Meanwhile, Morgan Stanley warns the oil market is in a race against time if disruptions in the Strait continue into June, as President Trump signals he wants to pause the federal gas tax to ease high fuel prices. Joining us now, Interior Secretary, Chairman of the National Energy Dominance Council, Doug Burgum. Mr. Secretary, your thought about suspending the gas tax to take 18 cents off the gallon?
Well, this is one of many ideas that President Trump and the Trump administration is pursuing. But again, we should just start with the fact that the U.S. right now is the most energy secure, most energy affordable nation in the world. And President Trump playing a geopolitical game, which includes, Venezuela stopping China from buying cheap Venezuelan Iranian oil, the work that he's doing, to build a coalition around the world, whether it's opening the Strait or on critical minerals, heading into the summit this week, President Trump's in the strongest position of any U.S. leader ever going into a discussion with China. And again, it's you take a look at the economic numbers of the United States happening right now that came out last week. The U.S. economy is strong. China's economy is faltering. It's just a great spot, and President Trump's leadership's putting us in a great place to come out on top this year in the very near future.
So what would the objectives be? Also, remember, one of the first moves he made was Panama Canal. Why is it in China's private company's hands? And he pushed back on that effectively, and Cuba's on deck. That's more of an espionage opportunity for China. But in the big picture, getting through and finding out some way through in Iran is going to be key. What would you lean on if you're President Trump when you meet with President Xi, being that he buys 80% of Iran's oil?
Well, yeah, he buys 80% of Iran's oil, and China is the most energy-dependent country in the world, just the opposite of the U.S., which is the most energy-dominant country in the world. China importing 11.5 million barrels of oil a day just to keep their economy going, and their strategic stockpile is dwindling, and their economy is faltering. They're super dependent on imported energy, and China also imports calories every day. They don't raise enough food to feed everybody in that country. So President Trump is going in we've got energy security and food security in America. China has neither of those things. He's in a great position in these negotiations.
So with the president going back and forth with tariffs, what got our attention is rare earth. When the president comes back for a second term, it turns out China's got a stranglehold on rare earth in the world. Since that time, you've gone into turbo speed in order to do your best to counter that. How is that going, and how close are we in America from not depending on China for rare earth?
Well, again, this is President Trump. When he declared an energy emergency on day one, it included critical minerals. And this is a whole of government, Department of War, Department of Energy, Department of Interior, Department of State, all working together, Commerce Department, to correct this thing. And of course, we've got launched Project Vault, XM Bank, $10 billion of loan money, $2 billion of private equity. So no taxpayer dollars, no congressional appropriation, a $12 billion fund to start working on stockpile. The Department of War working with the National Security Council, Department of Interior, just making equity investments in mining. Again, whether it's opening up mines in the West, I'll be at Ambler Road next week in Alaska. 1,700 mining claims in Alaska. President Trump getting a road built up there that hadn't been on the books for 40 years to access all those minerals. So across the board, the response has been super fast. We just had a G7 plus call last week. The U.S. And about 10 countries around the world talking about, again, this free trade club where everybody that's contributing critical minerals trades freely with each other with a price floor, and everybody's invited except China. So there's actions going across the board. But people, for the viewers that might say, why do I care about rare earth and critical minerals? If you drive a car, use a cell phone, use a microwave, look at your TV screen right now, you're using rare earths every single day. The U.S. and the rest of the free world needs to have supply chains free of China, and the speed at which people are working to achieve that is remarkable.
Yeah,
with the U.S. and President Trump leading the way.
It's just hard to believe we allowed this to happen to begin with, that you have to move into almost like crisis mode to make sure they don't have leverage on those vital items. Number one, we don't really strip mine here. Hopefully we will start waking up to that. Mr. Secretary, thanks so much. Doug Burgum, thank you.
Thank you, Brian.
You got it.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.